guys, this is Bobby Yadav again. Today we are going to learn vocabulary. Now if you look at the slide, it says how to understand vocabulary and etymology of words. Guys, don't get scared with the word etymology. It just means the origin of words. From where did these words originate? So there is no need to get worried about the term etymology, right? So today we are going to learn a lot of new words. So again, be prepared with a pen and paper. Yeah, I'm Bobby Yadav and I have trained for various common written exams like CAT, MAT, PGCET. I have a decade's experience and worked in several renowned institutions. Okay, so subscribe to #CAT Live Daily. Great. Now guys, quickly, just let us look at these CAT subscriptions. You have 1 month subscription only for 3,500, 3 month subscription 2,917. My God, that's so cheap. Then 6 months 2,333. 12 months it goes lesser and lesser, 1,458, and for 24 months it is just 875. Guys, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe, and in your subscription put my coupon code BYLIVE, apply it, and whoo, you get a 10% discount immediately. Isn't that wonderful? Okay guys, quickly subscribe to the channel, to the video. Great. Guys, now today's topic is vocabulary. Now, vocabulary gives a person the capability to express ideas using words which can be understood. Okay, it is extremely important for an aspirant because a good vocabulary and sentence framing skills would help them to get a good score. Now, do you understand how important vocabulary is? Now, also, if you remember in the first video that we shared, the introduction one, I had specifically mentioned to you that vocabulary is not only important for CAT but also for various other examinations, especially for NMAT, SNAP, IIFT and MAT. So, do you realize now the importance of vocabulary? Now, without having a sound knowledge of vocabulary, the CAT verbal ability section will become very difficult for you. Okay? Not only, it's just not about that. Reading comprehension, critical reasoning, para-jumbles, everything will become difficult for you. You will not be able to comprehend what is being told to you. So, I am telling again, I am stressing this point again, that vocabulary forms a very important part in your CAT preparation. Okay? Now, basically what does vocabulary do? It helps you to get a grip on tough words. That's what it does. Okay? So, we are going to learn the importance of vocabulary today. Guys, this session is the first session of vocabulary. I will take you from the scratch and go slowly as well as in detail so that you are able to follow. If you are not able to follow anything, please send it across to me so that I am able to answer your queries, and I don't want you to have any doubts in this. Right? Great. Now, shall we get started? Okay. Understanding vocabulary. Now, vocabulary is very important as it helps us to understand the meaning of a word. Guys, only when you understand the meaning of a word will you be able to tackle a question, isn't it? Then, if you have a vast knowledge of vocabulary, you can speak effectively, be it a lecture or on a public platform. Guys, after writing CAT, when you get into a job, then you will be required to speak, right? Be it a meeting, be it on a public platform, you should be very thorough with your vocabulary. Only then you can speak effectively, right? Next, a robust vocabulary. Now, what does robust mean? Robust means strong. A strong vocabulary also improves listening, speaking, reading and writing skills. So you see how vocabulary helps you. Now when you listen, you should be able to understand, right? When you speak, you should speak out the right words, right? When you read, again you should be able to understand what you're reading. And when you do this, obviously you'll be able to write well, right? Come on, let's look at the next important point. Now, in all common written exams, especially for CAT, it helps you to establish a connect between words, which in turn helps you to get the correct answer. Now, you see how important it is. Now, the question which arises here is it possible to learn 10 words every day? Guys, yes, it is possible, but we can only do it for some time. After that, it tends to get boring and then you discontinue. And all those words which you apparently mugged up, it goes out for a toss. You don't remember anything, right? So that is not the right way of doing it. Let's go to the next one. Now we come to the etymology of words. As I told you, don't get scared of the word etymology. Now basically, etymology is derived from the Greek word etymos. Now etymos, which means true. So it helps us to get to the true meaning of any words. Right? So we get to know what is the exact meaning of any word. Right? Then an interesting point to note, English is derived out of several languages like Greek, Latin, Hebrew, French, Sanskrit, etc. Surprised that even Sanskrit, I'll tell you of a few words which is derived from Sanskrit. Now let's look at one. First, sama. Sama means what? Same. That is, sama is in Sanskrit, whereas same is in English. Now, let's look at another word. Matra. Matra is what? Mother. From that, mother is derived. From matra, mother is derived. Okay? Then let's look at some other word. From sarpa. What do you derive? Serpent. Sarpa is a snake. Serpent is a snake. See? From our language. Okay? From Sanskrit. So, you see how words are derived from a particular language. Let's move on to the next one. Guys, many English words are formed by taking basic words and adding prefixes and suffixes to them. What does prefix means? Something which is added before a word. And what is suffixes? Something which is added after a word. Isn't it? Now, when a word is taken, the prefix and suffix are added to it and then it becomes a root word. Now, let's see who all have joined us today. So, we have Chandan. Hi. Nitish. Hi. Then we have Yugand. Hello. Rishika. Hi guys. Kavita. Hi ma'am. Hi dear. Then we have Jackie Kumar. Hello. We have Sumit. Okay. Great. Welcome to my session. And I promise you this is going to be an extraordinary session and you will learn a whole lot of words, guys. Okay? Great. at this. Now there is a very easy method to learn vocabulary. Now this is called the RPS method. Now what is that? R is for roots, P is for prefix, and S is for suffix. Okay? Just look at this for a minute and then I will move on to the next slide. Hi Vishal, hi Abhishek, hi Bharat, hi Deepak. Great. Thank you for joining my session. Hi Manoj, hi Parth, hi Ajay. A big hello to all of you. Fine. Let's move on to the next slide. Now look at this. This is so much fun, guys. Look at this. See, first you have to pay attention only to the root word. Okay? The root here is use. Now, root is also called a base word. Okay? Now, let's see how much fun it is. See, so REF, USE, you're adding a prefix to use, right? REF, USE becomes refuse. PROFUSE becomes profuse. Then DIFF, USE becomes diffuse. Then what am I doing to you? I am amusing you. AM, USE becomes amuse. Or do I confuse you? So CONF, USE becomes confuse. Did you follow, guys? See how interesting it can get? Right? Then look at the suffix now. So use with full becomes useful. Use with less becomes useless. Then use with age becomes usage. Then use plus able becomes usable. Right? And CONF, US, ION becomes confusion. But here I have cleared everything for you. So there is no scope of any confusion. Okay? Great. Just look at it, guys, once before I move on to the next slide. We are going to have a lot of fun, and guys, I am going to discuss around 20 root words with you and the words which can be derived out of that. So just imagine, guys, 20 root words plus the derivatives around 4 to 5 in each. So it makes around 80 to 100 words. So you are going to learn 80 to 100 words today. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. Now what you have to remember? You have to remember that not all words have root words. So when I ask you to find a derivative of a root word, please be sure that that word has a connect with the meaning of the root word. Okay, this I will explain further when we come to the root words. Right, as I told you, guys, this is only the first session of root words. We are going to have 3 sessions in all, and I am going to discuss 80 root words. I am not including the derivatives here. I am just talking about 80 root words. Just imagine how many new words you are going to learn. Right? I want your vocabulary to be rock solid. Okay? Great. We will move on to the next slide. Here, there comes this first root word. Guys, now let me explain to you very well. Please pay attention. AC and ACR is the root word. Okay? Now, AC and ACR means the root word. That is, the meaning of the root word is sharp or sharp. Okay? Now, let's look at the words which can be derived out of these root words. First one, acid. It has got AC. Now guys, how can you connect it to sharp? Now if you pour acid on the ground, what happens? It is sharp, isn't it? It cuts cuts through the floor, right? So acid connected to sharp. Let's look at acute. Guys, if we speak in terms of I have acute pain in my stomach. Now what is it? It is an intense pain. It is a sharp pain that you are experiencing, isn't it? So again the connect to sharp, right? Let's look at acrid. Acrid means pungent or sour. Hindi mein khatta, right? A sharp taste. Okay guys, followed? Great. Then we come to the next word, acumen. Acumen means a deep insight, a keenness. Now let me give you an example. We can speak in terms of Mukesh Ambani has a sharp sense of business acumen. What does it mean? He has a sharp sense of how to handle his business, right? So that's an insight he has, right? Then let's go to acerbic. Acerbic means sarcastic or sardonic. Now, what is a sarcastic comment? It's a very sharp comment, isn't it? It is meant to hurt someone. Therefore, again the connect to sharp. Guys, I want you to make a note of these. If you are writing, if you are taking it down, please take it down. If you are taking a screenshot, please do take it, because later on when I come to the question section, you have to refer to this to come to an answer. So please be careful. Now who else do we have? We have Abhishek, hi. W. Sharma, hi. Then who else? Okay, the rest we know. Shrestha, hi. Great. Thank you for coming and joining this session. Right. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. Now guys, I had discussed this root word in my first session, but I just thought I will repeat it again just in case you have forgotten. Okay guys, now let's look at this root word. It is AMI or AM, which means love. Now let's look at the first word which we can derive. Now AMA, AM is there, isn't it? So amateur. What does amateur mean? Amateur means someone who is new, novice, inexperienced. Now if someone is inexperienced and if someone is something new to some avenue, how can you treat him roughly? You have to treat him with love, isn't it? So the connect with love, right? Next we have the word amorous. Amorous means passionate. Passionate, again connected to love. See, you can be passionate about your work. What does that mean? That you love your work, right? Let's go to the next one. You have amity. Guys, I had given you the meaning of this. Anyway, amity means friendship. Now, friendship, no friendship can be without love, isn't it? So, let's go to the next one. Guys, another thing, I will be including a whole lot of new words when I am doing the root words. This is for you to get comfortable with these words because they are all very commonly used in the CAT exam. Okay? So, see, you will find a new word here, ameliorate. Ameliorate means improve. So, if you want a relationship to improve, how do you do it? You do it only by love, right? Let's go to the next one. Amalgamate. Amalgamate means to merge, right? And when can a merger happen? When there is love. So can you see the connect, guys? All these words, they have a connect with love. Okay? Guys, are you able to understand what's happening? Are you able to understand how we are deriving words out of the root words and their connect with the meaning of the root word? I want some answers so that I can, peacefully proceed ahead. sarcastic. Yeah, acerbic is sarcastic, something which is a sharp comment. Great, Yugant, you got it right. Yeah, so let's move on to the next root word. Great. Okay, let's see this, guys. Can you see the root word ANTE and ANT? Now, what does the root word mean? Before, right? Now, let's look at the words which we can derive out of these two root words. You can have antediluvian. Antediluvian means prehistoric, something which has happened before, right? Now, at this point, guys, just pay attention. Sometimes the meaning of the root word, we can also get an antonym. It's not necessary that we always get a synonym. Now, for example, look at the next word, anterior. Anterior, what does it mean? Anterior means the front side of your body. What is the opposite of anterior? Posterior, right? So here if you see, we are getting an antonym, not a synonym, right? Let's go to the next word, anti-meridian. What does it mean? Before noon, right? Anti, which is before, meridian, noon, right? Let's go to the next one. Guys, the next two words are again very new. So I have given the explanation beside it. So antedate. Antedate means date before another event. Okay. Then you have antepenultimate. Antepenultimate means before the second last in a sequence. Okay, if you just take the word penultimate, penultimate means the stanza before the last stanza. Okay, but here antepenultimate means before the second last in a sequence. Great. Then Ashish, you have a doubt? We are learning root words here. Okay, Arjun, my name is Bobby Yadav. Okay, can we move on to the next slide? Okay, look at this root word, guys. Anti. Anti means against or opposite. Then what are the words which we can derive? See the words antidote. What is an antidote? It is a cure or a remedy. So what happens, guys? For example, you've been bitten by a snake. What does the antidote do? It works against the poison, isn't it? Great. Let's look at antipathy. Antipathy means hatred. Guys, if you like someone, you tend to move towards them, right? You will not run the opposite direction. So, antipathy is hatred. Let's look at the next word, antithesis. Antithesis means contrast. Again, that is directly related to opposite, isn't it? Let's look at the next word, antisocial. A person who doesn't like to mingle, who doesn't like to be a part of the society, he is called antisocial. So what is he doing? He is going against the society, right? Let's look at the next one, antibody. What does antibodies do? They fight against infection, isn't it? Now, are you able to get a connect, guys? Yes, great. Animesh, antecedent is all. No, but antecedent will come under ANTE. Right, you're right. Antecedent means forefathers. Right, you're right. Great going. Fine. Antidote, Yugant, means a remedy. Okay, let's go to the next slide. We have here a French word. This root words is taken from French. So, ben, bon, pen. Now, this means good. Now, before I go to the derivatives, let me tell you a few words in French which we also use, right? Don't we say bon voyage? We wish our friends when they go abroad. So that means have a safe journey, right? Then we also say, say bon appetit. Bon appetit means what? Have a good meal. That is again a French word. Then we say bonjour. Bonjour means good day, right? So these are some of the French words. But let's look at the words we can derive from it. Benefit. Now benefit is what? An advantage. Any advantage is good, ना? हर चीज जो benefit होता है, जिससे हमको benefit होता है, that will be good only, right? Let's go to the next one. Benediction. Benediction means blessing. Any form of a blessing is good, right? Let's look at the next one. Bona fide. Bona fide means good, a genuine certificate, right? So a genuine certificate is a good certificate. Let's look at benign. Guys, here a small explanation before I go to the word benign. Now all of you know that when a person, he develops a tumor, what do we do? The tumor is removed and it is sent for a biopsy. Why is it sent for a biopsy? To determine whether it is harmful or it is harmless. Now guys, if it is harmful, it is called malignant. But if it is harmless or if it is a good tumor, you call it benign. So that's how you get the word benign. Benign means harmless, harmless is good, right? Then we go to the next word, benevolent. Benevolent means a kind or a generous person. So such a person is good, isn't it? Great. Guys, just ponder over these words for a minute and before I move to the next slide. Animesh, sympathy is a synonym of antipathy. Antipathy is hatred. So opposite of hatred would be love, not sympathy. Okay? Then let's look at another. I'm happy, Animesh, if I can help you in any exam. Okay. Guys, benevolent, yes, benevolent means, it doesn't mean naive, it means generous or kind. Benediction, Mansi, benediction means blessings. Okay, fine. Let's look at the next word. Great. Look at this word, B-E-L-L-I, B-E-L-L. Now this belly is not stomach, okay? मैं पेट के बारे में बात नहीं कर रही हूँ. Okay, B-E-L-L-I or B-E-L-L, the meaning of the root word is war. So what are the words that we can derive? The first one is rebellion. What is a rebellion? Rebellion is a protest. Isn't it connected to war, fight? Right? Let's look at the next word, belligerent. Guys, also pay attention to the pronunciation, okay? At times we don't know how to pronounce a word. So I will go slow. Please pay attention to the pronunciation. So belligerent means aggressive. Very aggressive by nature, we say, na? He's ready to fight. Okay, then we can say that, Virat Kohli is a belligerent batsman. Belligerent, aggressive batsman, right? Then we can come to the next one, which is bellicose. Bellicose means quarrelsome. Again, a person who's ready to fight. Okay? Guys, now the next one, I want you to understand the word. See, we have learned ANTE. We have learned this root word, right? What does ante mean? Ante means before. Then here, if you look at the root word B-E-L-L, it is connected to war. Now, what is the meaning? What is the meaning of antebellum then? It is the period before war. Right, guys? Easy to understand. Now you know how to break up. See, at times in a word you may have two root words. Then it becomes even more easier to understand. Right? Here, guys, let's see if you have any doubts. Okay, benediction, bona fide, okay. Animesh, my friend's nature. Friend's nature. It can be friend nature. My friend's nature is belligerent. Yes. Right. Good. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. The next one, the root word is B-U-R-S. Now, the meaning of B-U-R-S, the root word is money or purse. I have written the meaning of every word here because I realize that you may find it a little difficult. So let's look at the words, guys. Bursar. Bursar is a person who manages financial affairs, right? Then we come to reimburse. Reimburse means what? Payback or refund. Now, whenever we spend something from our pocket for official purposes, we will be waiting when it will be reimbursed, right? So, I think most of you know what is reimburse. Great. Let's go to the next one. Disburse. Disburse means payout. Let's go to the next word. Imburse. Imburse means to stock with money. See, if you see, all these words are connected to money. Right? Then we come to the last one, bursary. Bursary means a grant to study at a university. Okay? Be careful of the meaning of bursary. It is a grant. Right? Again connected to money. Right? Let's look at, okay, I just give you about 10 seconds. Just go through these words once again. Guys, if you are taking a screenshot, please make sure you take the screenshots of all these root words. It will help you answer the questions later in the session. Manoj, you want to know the meaning of bellicose? Bellicose means quarrelsome, a person who is ready to fight. And Deepak, antebellum, I told you ante means before and bell is connected to war. So the meaning would be a period before war. Okay, let's go move on to the next slide. CARN. CARN means flesh. The root word CARN, it means flesh. Guys, let's look at the words which can be derived out of this. Incarnate. Now, what is incarnate? Incarnate means personification. I'm just giving you a general example, guys. In Hindu mythology, it is Sai Baba is considered to be an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. That means he was personified. He came down taking a body, right? So that is incarnation. Okay? Then we come to carnivorous. Now, flesh eating. People who eat flesh, they are all called carnivorous, right? And a person who eats both flesh as well as vegetables, what are they called? Omnivorous, right? Great. Then we come to the next word, carnal. Carnal means sexual. Now that is again connected to flesh. Let's go to the next word, carnage. Carnage means mass slaughter, mass killing. Okay, see, all these words are all connected to flesh. Do you realize how a root word helps you? Yeah? Okay, I'll wait for 10 seconds. Please note the derivatives once again. the root words once again, and then I'll move on to the next root word. For Abhishek, bona fide doesn't mean excellent. Bona fide means genuine. So genuine is good, right? Okay, let's go to the next root word. CEDE or CESS, which means yield, to go. Right. Now let's look at the words which can be derived out of these. First you have cease. Cease means to stop. Cessation. Cessation also means to stop. Okay. Recede means to go back. Antecedent. Antecedent is when we go back to our forefathers. Okay. Great. Now tell me, what is the meaning of CEDE? CEDE. What is the meaning? CEDE means yield. The same as the meaning of the root word, which is yield. Yield means to give up. Right? Okay, let's look at some questions which are coming in. Flesh, guys, flesh, chamda, Hindi में chamda बोलते हैं ना? Skin, flesh. We are made up of flesh and blood, right? Chandan, carnal means sexual. Okay, great, fine. Just go through these words, guys, now once again. Great. We will move on to the next word. Okay, guys, let's look at the next one. Oh my God, this is fun. CIDE. CIDE means to kill. Now, how many sides do we have? Suicide, patricide, matricide, auxiliaricide, mariticide, sororicide, fratricide. Yes, yes, yes. I know I'm going very fast, but I'm going to explain it to you one by one. So, what do you notice here? Whenever you see the root word CIDE, is connected to kill. Right? Now, let's look at the first root word, suicide. Suicide means what? To kill oneself. The next one, patricide. Guys, when I was, when we started off the session, I told you there are some words from Sanskrit which is incorporated in the English language. In that I told you, matra means mother. Here if you see PATR, patra is connected to father. So what does patricide means? Patricide means killing one's father. Right? Then if you see fratricide, guys, fraternity. Fraternity means what? Brotherhood, right? So fratricide would be killing one's brother. Then let's look at the next one. Parricide means killing one's parents. Right? Then we have genocide. Genocide means mass slaughter. Then sororicide. Sororicide means killing one's sister. Then, now we are going to kill husband and wife. Okay, so mariticide is killing one's husband and auxiliaricide is killing one's wife. Fun, na? See, other than this, you can also have insecticide, pesticide, right? There are so many words. Awesome. Please make a note of this, guys. I'll give you 10 seconds. and then we will move on to the next slide. Karuna, cease means to stop. Deepak, I'll go back to CED if we have enough time. I'll go back to CED and explain it again. Okay? Let me finish all the root words first and then we can go back. Right? Great. Great, guys. So quickly make a note, guys. Quickly make a note of it and then we will move on to the next slide. Okay, so there are some questions coming in. Genocide. Sneha, genocide means mass slaughter, mass killing. Okay? Shobha, parricide means killing one's parents. Parricide. Yes, Mansi. Sororicide means killing one's sister. Chandan, it is not parkside, it is parricide. Okay? Karuna, uxoricide is killing one's wife. Yes, great. Let's move on to the next slide. I'm so happy all of you are very interactive and I'm happy that you're asking questions. Great. So Millie, matricide I told you is connected to matra means mother, isn't it? So matricide would be killing one's mother. Yes, Sohani, uxoricide is killing wife. Okay. Without pondering over this, let's move on to the next root word. Now this is a fairly simple one. So CIRC or CIRCUM means around. Yes, Parikshit, matricide, no my dear, mariticide, yes, you're right. Mariticide means killing one's husband. Excellent, very good. Okay, let's come back to our next root word, CIRC or CIRCUM, which means around. Guys, circumference. Now all of you know what is circumference, right? Then let's come to circumspect. Pay special attention to this, guys. See, circum means around, isn't it? That's what your root words tell you. Then spect means what? To look or to see, as in you get spectacles, right? So what does this word mean now? You have circum, which means around. You have spect, which means to see or to look. Circumspect means cautious. That means a person who is aware of his surroundings. What is happening around him. So circumspect means cautious. Let's go to the next one. You have circumstance. What does circumstance mean? The condition around you. That is circumstance. Okay, now let's come to the next word. Guys, here also there are two root words. There is a new root word here. If you want, please make a note of this. Circum, you know what it is. Now, LOCU. Now, this is another root word. See, whenever you find LOCU or LOG or LIX, now these are all connected to speech. I am repeating again. LOCU, LOQ, LIX, they are all connected to speech. So Can you understand what is the meaning of circumlocution? It's nothing but beating round the bush. Okay? You don't come to the point, you go round and round and round. Now, Abhi, if you want money, okay, you want pocket money from your parents, right? Will you just go and ask them, give me money? You will give them 101 bahanas before you come actually to the point. मुझे बुक खरीदना है, मेरा पेंसिल खत्म हो गया है ना, पेट्रोल भराना है गाड़ी में, है ना? We don't directly come to the point, right? So what are we doing? We are circumlocuting, right? Great. We will move on to the next root word. Okay, guys, if you have any doubts about this word circumlocution, then just let me know. I'll explain it again. Okay, let's move on to the next word, which is circumscribe. Now, circumscribe means limit. That is the outer limit. Fine? Great. I'll just let you look at these words once again before I move on to the next root word. Are you having fun, guys? Is it informative? हाँ, युगांत, yes, correct है. आप बोल रहे हो घुमा फिरा के पूछना. Correct. You're right. Karuna, what do you want me to repeat again? Can you be specific, please? See, from this you can also have circumcircle. I'm sure all of you are doing maths, right? In quant, you will come across this term, circumcircle. Okay, Manoj is asking me, he has a doubt about circumlocution. Manoj, circum is around, right? And I told you that LOCU, LOQU or LIX, that is another root word which is connected to speech. So when you talk about circumlocution, it means beating round the bush. घुमा फिरा के बात करना. Yugant has got it right. ठीक है? Okay? Great. Now Karuna is able to understand. That's my motive, guys. Great. Shall we move on to the next slide? Okay. So we have another root word, CLIN or CLIB, which means slow or lean. Right? First word, we have incline. Now guys, this incline can have two meanings. Certain words, they have more than a meaning. Sometimes there are three meanings also. So don't get confused. Okay. See, first time incline can be used. For example, I can say that my house is located at an incline. Okay. That means on a slope. Right. Next. Okay, before I go to the next one, incline can also mean a liking. I can say I have an inclination towards ice cream. Right? That means I am fond of ice creams. I like ice creams. So what you are doing? You are bending towards a particular thing. You like it. When you like something, you bend towards it, isn't it? So that is what is sloping towards it. Right. Let's go to the next word, recline. Recline means to lean back. Guys, in olden days, you remember, not even olden days, I think those of you who have grandparents, they have this reclining chair, right? Wherein, you know, they like to, after breakfast, they like to go and relax and take a short nap. So that is called a reclining chair. That is to move, to lean back. Right? Then you have the word proclivity. Proclivity means again a tendency or liking. The same meaning when I explained to you about inclination, right? Again, this is another word for inclination. Then, what does decline mean? Decline means to refuse. Refuse means when you are accepting something, you move towards it. When you refuse something, you move away from it. Right? Great. Then, you come to the next word, declivity. Declivity means a downward slope. A downward slope. That is declivity. Okay? I hope all the words are clear, guys. Any doubts in this? Relatively easy. Prakash, okay, circumspect means cautious. When you are aware of your surroundings, then you are cautious, isn't it? Mansi, pretending would not be a synonym for circumlocution. You can say avoid, not avoid, you can say circumlocution, you can say that you are beating around the bush, you are indirect. You can use the word indirect. That would be a right word. Okay guys, let's move on to the next word. CORP, C-O-R-P. CORP means body, right? Now, what are the words you can derive out of it? Corpulent. Corpulent means fat. Okay, related to body. Then the next word is corpse. Corpse means a dead body, right? Then you have another word, corporal. Corporal means physical. Guys, corporal punishments you hear of, right? Corporal punishment means physical punishment, right? Then you have corps. Corps. Guys, you've heard this word in National Cadet Corps. Corps is a group, right? So that is NCC, National Cadet Corps. Corps is a group. So group is a body, right? Then you have incorporate. Incorporate means to include in the body. Like it can be in one's body, it can be included in an article, body of a text, right? In that way you can include something. Clear guys? Are you clear about the words which are being derived out of CORP? Just go through the words once guys, then we will move on to the next word. Okay, so you want me to explain this in Hindi? So corp is body, body of course शरीर होता है, right? Corpulent मतलब मोटापा, right? मोटापा is linked to शरीर, right? Then you have corpse, dead body, amrit deha. Then you have corporal. Corporal means physical punishment. When you are beaten, that's a physical punishment, right? Marna, peetna, right? That's a corporal punishment. Corpse. Corpse means a group. And incorporate, as I told you, something which is included in the body. So, great. Corpse, I told you, Mansi, corpse is a dead body. Corpulent means fat. Yes, Chandan, you are right. Corporal means physical. Great, great. Great going, guys. You are answering well. I am happy. Guys, one thing, be careful. There is a difference between the third word, corpse. Corpse is a dead body. But the fourth word, corpse is a group. It is not a dead body. So please be careful when you're using this, right? Great. Shall we move on to the next word? Okay. See the next root word, guys. It is CRAT or CRAC. Now, what does the root word means? Rule or power. Okay. Now, autocrat. Autocrat means a dictator. Who is a dictator? Hitler was a dictator, right? वो कोई किसी का बात नहीं सुनता था, वो अपना ही चलाता था. So such a person who doesn't listen to anyone, or he likes to do whatever he wants. So such a person is called an autocrat, right? Then you have aristocrat. We have aristocrats. We have Indian aristocrats who go to foreign countries. So they are noblemen. They have certain powers with them, right? So that's how it's aristocrat. Then democracy. Now all of us are living in a democratic country. So you know democracy is rule by the people, right? Let's go to the next word, theocracy. Now guys, I want you to pay attention to this word, because this word again has two root words. Okay, first root word here is theo, Theo. Theo, whenever you come across this root word, it is connected to religion. Okay, so when you are talking about theocracy, it means rule by religious leaders. Got it, guys? We have some questions coming in. Pooja, hi, good evening. R Singh, aristocrat means nobleman. Nobleman. Incorporate, I told you, included in the body. Yeah, Suhani, is it clear? Great. Okay, guys, pay attention to these root words. Go through the root words once again and see if you have any doubt. I can just explain it once again if you want. Yeah, Parikshit, great. You can also use bureaucrat. Even they are bestowed with rule and power, right? Excellent. Millie, theocracy. I just explained theo. Theo, whenever you come across this root word, Theo, it is connected to religion. So, theocracy would be ruled by a religious head. Ruled by a religious head. Great. Fine, guys. Can we move on to the next one? Awesome. Okay. So we come across DOC or DOCT, which is teach. Right. Now let us look at the first word. Docile. What does docile mean? Someone who is very obedient. Okay, very submissive. Now, a docile person is easy to teach, isn't it? A person who is willing to learn. Isn't it easy to teach them? Right? They are willing to learn, so it is easy to teach them. Just like you guys. I'm so happy for you. Okay. So, let's go to the next one. Document. Document are certain text which tells us something, which teaches us something. Right? Like sometimes we like to document certain dialogues. Why? Because it tells you something. Right? go to the next word. Doctrine. What are doctrine? Religious doctrine means religious beliefs. Now, these religious beliefs teaches us a lot of things, guys, right? The way we should conduct ourselves, it is taught by the religious beliefs, right? They are doctrines. Clear? Then we have doctrinaire. Doctrinaire is rigid. Rigid means inflexible. बिल्कुल बहुत सख्त, कोई उनको बदल नहीं सकते. So certain religious teachings or certain teachings, they are very strict. We cannot, bend them. We have to follow them strictly. Every religion has something like that, isn't it? That is doctrinaire, rigid. Rigid, strict, inflexible. These are all the words. Guys, please go through these words once again. Kamlesh, you are cracking a joke. What is the name of rule of donkey? Please pay attention, guys. This is going to help you in your exams, okay? Great. Singh, I think now you know what is the meaning of doctrine. Hi, Abha. Welcome to this session. But you have missed out on a lot of root words. But this is the first session. I am going to do 2 more sessions on root words. So make sure that you attend the next one. Keep track of it, okay? Great. Anurag, docile means someone who is very obedient, submissive. So the connect with teach would be, it is easy to teach a person who is obedient. Great, Abha from Bihar. Awesome. Abha is from Bihar. Welcome, Abha, to this session. Let's go on to the next one. We have this root word dole. Dole means pain. Wherever you come across this root word, D-O-L, it is connected to pain. Okay, now see the first word. You have condolence. Condolence, when do you condole someone? When someone is in pain, isn't it? So that is condolence. Let's go to the next word. Doleful. Doleful means sorrowful, when you are very sad. Again, connected to pain. When you are in pain, you are sad, isn't it? Let's go to the next word. Indolent. Guys, indolent means lazy. Now you will ask me, ma'am, what does lazy got to do with pain? But it is very painful to handle a lazy person. बहुत दिक्कत होता है. A person who is lazy, उसके पीछे पड़े रहना पड़ता है. It is really painful to get them motivated. So that is the connection with pain. Yeah? Then you have the word dolorous. Dolorous also means sorrowful or mournful. Again, connected to being sad, and a person is sad. When a person is sad, there's a lot of pain involved, right? So that is the connection. Please go through these words. Let me know if you have any doubts. Karuna, receipt means to go back. See, you have watched the sea, right? Now, at noon, the sea recedes back, right? It goes back, right? What is the opposite of recede? Proceed. It moves to the front, comes forward, right? Recede means to go back. Cessation, Karuna, cessation also means to stop. Yes, Suhani, you are right. Recede means to go back. Fine guys, did you go through these words? Another 5 seconds and then we will move on to the next root word. Sneha, doleful means sad, sorrowful. Yeah, I am giving you the meanings only, Abha, because I am actually trying to give you a connect with the word and with the meaning of the root word. So, आपको कभी भी you come across DOL, so you know there is some connection with pain. So, it will be easy for you to either get a synonym or an antonym. The sole purpose of this is to help you get a connect with words so that you are able to understand the word. Okay? Indolent, Vanshika, means lazy. As I told you, very difficult to handle a lazy person, painful to handle. Yugant, now you have gone back to ameliorate. Are you revising the root words? Okay, ameliorate means to improve. Ameliorate. Great. Fine guys, we will move on to the next root word. Millie, dolorous again is sorrowful or mournful. Hi Ranjan Singh. Great. We will move on to the next root word. This is very commonly used. I am sure most of you know what it is. Ego is self. Ego means self. Okay? Now, we have the word egocentric. Egocentric means self-centered, selfish. So, an egocentric person cannot think of anybody else other than himself. Right? That is a self-centered or a selfish person. Then we have the word egomaniac. Egomaniac means self-absorbed. That means वो अपने आप से बाहर किसी को कोई और देखता ही नहीं, उसे अपने आप से फुर्सत ही नहीं मिलता. That is what is an egomaniac. वो अपने आप से फुर्सत उसको मिल गया तो दूसरों को नोटिस करेगा ना. That is a egomaniac person. Let's go to the next word, guys. Egoistic. So, one who puts his needs before others. क्या मतलब होता है? Suppose you have ordered for 2 cutlets, okay, and we have 4 friends there. So, what do? You do think of others and you try to divide it into 2 and share it among all the 4. Right? But here, if a person is egoistic, he will have his share. He doesn't care if the other person gets it or not. That's what is an egoistic person who can think only about himself. Then we have the next one which says alter ego. Alter ego means a secondary personality. Secondary personality, what do you mean by that? At times what happens, guys, is we don't project the real person in us, right? We, in front of people, we are very sweet, we are very humble, but there is another person's personality which exists within us, and that personality may be very proud, very different from what we show to the world. Okay? So, again, it has got to do with self. Someone who projects himself in a different manner and what he actually is within himself. At times, I can also give you this example. When we meet a person, sometimes we find him very reserved, very distant, and we feel, oh my God, this person is so proud. But actually, he may not be that. He may be very humble. It is just that he is not able to interact. He is not able to mix with people. So again, there is a secondary questions which is coming in? Parikshit, you have to be more clear about what exactly you're asking me. Adolescence, with what are you trying to connect it? Yes, Ranjan, ego, a person who is egoistic is, yes, it is negative, right. Egoistic, you want me to repeat? Abha. Okay, egoistic, जैसे मैंने अभी बताया है कि आपने 2 कटलेट मंगाया है और आप 4 फ्रेंड्स हो उधर. नाउ इगोइस्टिक पर्सन वो क्या करता है, वो अपना एक शेयर खा लेगा. ही विल हैव हिज 1 कटलेट, राइट. बाकी का 3 का क्या होगा? ही इज नॉट कंसर्न. सो अ पर्सन हु थिंक्स ओनली अबाउट हिमसेल्फ, दैट पर्सन इज एन इगोइस्टिक पर्सन. Mansi, what did you say? Can I say that egoistic simple way अपना बनता घर में जनता? Okay, to be frank, Mansi, I am really not aware of this phrase, so I will not be able to put a seal on that. But yeah, if you whatever I have explained, if you are able to connect it with that, then fine, guys, no problem. Egocentric is basically selfish, that's it. Very selfish. Okay, guys, can we move on to the next one? EU. EU means, this root word means good or well. Let's look at the words. Euphoria. What is euphoria? Euphoria means extreme happiness. Guys, for example, suppose you have cracked a CAT. Then what happens? You pass the CAT exam, that is, you are in a state of extreme happiness, isn't it? Isn't it? So, other words, other synonyms for euphoria can be ecstasy, can be elation, can be bliss. That is, बहुत खुशी, मतलब you are overjoyed, right? Then you come to the next word, which is eulogy. Eulogy is praise. Any form of praise is good, isn't it? Great. Let's come to the next word, euthanasia. Euthanasia, guys, be aware of this word because it is very commonly used nowadays. Now, basically, euthanasia means mercy killing. Now, you may want to ask me, ma'am, euthanasia and good, how is it connected? Now, guys, for example, suppose a person is suffering from coma over a period of 1 or 2 years and there is no hope of recovery. Then in such cases, what happens? Then with the consent of the family members, with the consent of the doctors and with legal permission, that person is put to sleep. Okay? Now how does it connect with good? It does good to the family, isn't it? Because over a period of 2 years, they are financially drained. Right? Plus the person who is suffering from coma, he is also relieved of his pain, isn't it? So that is the explanation of euthanasia. Understood, guys? Excellent. Now we have a very interesting word, euphemism. When I will come to that, I will take a session on idioms, phrases and this. Then I will give you a whole lot of funny euphemistic words. We are going to have fun in that session. Okay, guys, what is euphemism? Euphemism means indirect expression without hurting someone. मतलब अपने आप ऐसे चीजें बोलना चाहिए जिससे सामने वाले को तकलीफ ना हो, right? So for example guys, instead of saying he died, I say he passed away. That is a very pleasant way of conveying your sentiment, right? Let's go to the next one, economical. Guys, I say this instead of economical, if I use cheap, that's not a very good word to use, na? Instead of cheap, you can use economical. Vegetables are economical in such a area, right? Instead of saying cheap, you can say economical. In the same way, guys, if I say Ramesh is jobless, it doesn't sound good, isn't it? So what can we say? We can say he is between jobs. That's a nice way of putting it. So these words are all called euphemistic words. Euphemism, right? Please go through these words again, guys. Once again, because these words are not that easy. So please take a minute, and while I go through your questions. Ranjan Singh, no, it doesn't mean that a character in a play. No, alter ego is not a person what he plays in an act. It means the same two different personalities exist within a person. That is it. It is not an act or something. Let's look at some words. Ranjan Singh, please use a mask. Okay, you are not about to get contracted through this, right? Through this class. So, and if I use a mask, my pronunciation will not be clear. So you will be, you'll not be able to understand what I'm saying. Suman Lata, I'm teaching root words. This will help you to understand the meaning of a word. So ये first session है. I'll be taking another 2 sessions. So please you can attend those sessions to understand what it is. Mansi saying eulogy means praise. Praise is something which is good, right? When you praise someone, it is good. Okay. Great. We'll move on to the next one. The last few. FRAC or FRAC. It means to break. Now this is relatively simple because fragment. Fragment means pieces, isn't it? Pieces of something. Fragments of stone, fragments of glass, right? Fracture, you know, is to break something. Then you have fractious. Now fractious means unruly. Now among a bunch of diligent students, if we have one unruly student, then what happens? It breaks the concentration, right? That is the meaning of fractious. Being unruly, breaking away from the others, doing something different. That is fractious. Then we have the word fraction. Of course, you know what is the meaning of fraction. Refract. When a ray of light, it breaks away from its path. That is called refraction, right? You've all learned physics. So I don't need to explain on that, right? Great, guys. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go to the next root word. Okay. Gen. Gen, the meaning of gen would be connected to birth, race or creation, right? Now let's look at the words which can be derived out of this. Generate. Generate means produce. Produce connected to birth. Rings a bell? Great. Then you have genre. Genre. The pronunciation is genre and not genre. Okay, genre. Genre means a type. You guys belong to the present modern genre, right? Then we have gender. Of course, you know gender is by birth. Then progeny. Progeny means offspring. Offspring is, guys, you are your parents' offspring, right? Again connected to birth. Then you have the word genesis. Genesis meaning origin. Again connected to race, right? Every race has an origin. Yeah? So, see, all these words, they have a connect with gen. Yugand, non-count nouns. Yes, please go ahead. Kalyan's frag, F-R-A-G, frag, break. It means break. हाँ, आबा सिंह कभी कभी ये रूट वर्ड बीच में आता है, उसके पहले कुछ आता है, बाद में कुछ आता है. I explained at the outset that if it is, if the root word has something in front of it, then it will be a prefix, और उसके बाद अगर आता है तो it is called a suffix. Hi Mayank, good evening dear. Kishupal, good evening. Great. Kalyan, you're right. Progeny is offspring. No connection to like spring and googly. No. Are saying progeny. Progeny means offspring. Okay. If I go back to Kalyan, guys, Kalyan, it is not offspring. It is offspring. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Shishupal, what was your question? I told you good evening, isn't it? Okay, great. Fine. Can I move on to the next one? We have come to the questions now. Find the synonyms of the following. You are going to give me the meanings. Guys, keep your root words handy. Keep it beside you for ready reference. And only after going through your root word will you answer these questions. Okay? I will give you 1 minute. Please go through the root words and only then answer the question. I have given you the meaning of every word. Great going, guys. Please be very, very careful before you answer. Connect the word with the root word, understand the meaning, and then choose your answer. I'm having some answers coming in. R Singh, no my dear, that is not the correct answer. Vamshika, yes, excellent, great. Purva, yes, you're right. Gaurav Singh, right, correct. Okay, now let me explain this one by one. You have the word accurate. Now accurate comes from the root word ACR, right? Which is connected to sharp or sound. I told you at the outset, right? Now, rebirth, of course, you know the meaning of rebirth. Aversion means hatred. You don't like someone, you face an aversion towards him. Then rupture means break. So again, there is no connect with rebirth, aversion and rupture. So your correct answer would be pungent. Pungent means sharp, sour, and that is a sharp taste. Got it? Excellent. All of you have got it right. Karuna, Mansi, Yugan. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, it relates to sour, Yugan. You're right. Shall we move on to the next one? Awesome. You people are really awesome today. Let's go on to the next word, bursary. Look up the root word, guys. Look up the root word, bursary. Be careful before you answer. Now, here there will be two words which will confuse you, and I want you to ponder over those two words before you select a correct answer. Acrid means pungent, khatta, sour, sharp taste. Kalyan, acrid means a sharp taste. Now, khatta, अगर आप खट्टे की बात करते हैं तो it is again a sharp taste, right? मीठा और नमकीन के जैसे नहीं है वो, right? Okay, now I'm getting answers for the second question. Now, what are you people saying? Abha? No, that is not correct. Please go through the words again. Gaurav, please go through the understand the words before you choose, guys. Kalyan, bang on, you're right. Chandan, no, incorrect. Vamshika, correct, very good. Kishupal, no, incorrect. Mayank, incorrect. R. Singh, incorrect. Okay, let me discuss this word. Bursary, as I told you, is derived from the root word B-U-R-S, which is connected to money. Right? Now, look at the first option. First option is bequest. Bequest means legacy. Okay? Now, no connection to money there. Then, funds. Now, that's what I told you, between B and C, you may get confused. Now, what is funds? Funds is a source of money, a place from where it comes. Though it is connected to money, we have to see out of those two words which one is more apt. Okay, whereas if you see grant, grant means a concession and allowance. What did I tell you? Grant for studying in an university. Right? When I was discussing this word, I told you that. Right? So, your correct answer would be grant. And you know the meaning of capital, right? So, I don't need to discuss that. Great, guys. All these words are clear? Great, Yugant, you're right. Bequest means legacy. Legacy, L-E-G-A-C-Y, legacy. Legacy, like I can say, see, when you talk about, say, Rohan Gavaskar, okay, he has a legacy behind him, right? You have Sunil Gavaskar, right? That is legacy. Then also, I can give you another example. You have Abhishek Bachchan. He has the legacy of his father, Amitabh Bachchan, right? That's legacy. Great. Let's go on to the next question. Antebellum. Guys, here you have two root words. Understand those two root words before you come to a conclusion. So you have the words amalgamate, before war, antidote, and amity. it, Karuna. You got it right. Yeah, Yugant, you're right. Great, guys. I will discuss this. Now, antebellum. Ante means before and bell means war, right? So, obviously, your answer should be before war. Let's look at the other words, guys. I have given you an explanation of amalgamate. Amalgamate means to merge. Then you have option C, antidote, which means a remedy or a cure. Then you have amity, which means friendship. Okay? Very good, Kalyan, Millie, Tishupal, you've got it right. Bang on answers, guys. Awesome, great going. Let's move on to the next one. Carnage. Now again, I have given you the root word, the meaning of the root word. Please revise your root word and then give me the answer. I don't want any blind answers. Or someone, who wants to guess. Don't guess. You know the meaning of the root word. So you must be able to come to a correct answer. Okay guys, another 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds and I'll be discussing this question. Okay guys, now I'm going to discuss. So, what is the right answer? Carnage. Carn, it's connected to CARN, which is connected to flesh. Right. So, which is the correct answer? D. Oh, awesome. Awesome. All of you have come to the right answer. Slaughter. Slaughter means to kill. Right? Mass killing. Now, if you see corporal, corporal means physical. Exclude means to remove something. Chronic means persistent, something which troubles you on and on again, right? So, very clear, the answer is slaughter, mass killing, carnage is mass killing. Let's move on to the next word, circumvent. Guys, again, I have given you the root word. I'll give you 10 seconds to answer this question. Here, guys, one sec, there is a mistake in the question here. So, please pay attention. I want you to give me the answer for antonym. I want you to find the antonym for me, opposite. Not the meaning, there is a mistake here. Not to worry, you just give me an antonym for this, circumvent. So guys, I want the antonym, I don't want the synonym. There is a mistake in this question. So give me the opposite. Oh guys, I'm very sorry. The question is correct. I'm so sorry. You can give me a synonym. Okay, let's not confuse you. I'll give you the answer for this. So circum, as I told you, is around. And so circumvent means to avoid. Okay, so here can you tell me what should be the right answer? No guys. So Suhani, you are right. Evade. Evade means to avoid. When you avoid someone. So upgrade, when you uplift something is upgrade. Evade is to avoid. So circumvent means to avoid. or to evade. Then applaud. Applaud means to appreciate. When you clap, that's an appreciation. That is what you call applaud someone. Pervade means existing everywhere. For example, God is all pervading, right? He exists everywhere. Right? I'm sorry about the question, guys. It was my mistake. So we found the synonym of this. So great going. Anyway, you have given me the correct answer. Great going. Manoj, just pay attention. Upgrade is to uplift, to increase to a better position, and it has got nothing to do with avoid. Okay? So Suhani, Khushi, you got it right. Sorry guys, from now you have to answer the antonyms, right? Let's look at the first word, decline. Now you know there is a root word here also. So quickly, we are running out of time. So I'll just give you 10 seconds and I want all the answers coming in. Fast guys. Okay guys, I'll start discussing it. So decline means to refuse, right? What would be the opposite? To improve. So your answer is A. So B would be, deny is a synonym, so it cannot be D. Alliance means association, and relax, you know what is the meaning. No guys, you are getting it wrong because I'm not asking you the synonym, I am asking you the antonym here, opposite. So opposite, decline, to refuse, to move to a lower position, and what would be the opposite? To improve. Okay guys? Great. Just another 5 minutes, Millie, and we'll get over, we'll be done with it. Okay, let's go to the next one, bellicose. Bellicose also has a root word, B-E-L-L-I. Quickly, give me the answer. 5 seconds, guys. Okay, what does bellicose means? As I told you, someone, a quarrelsome, right? A person who is ready to fight. So what would be the opposite? Peaceful. D is the right answer. Okay. Let's look at the other words. You have anarchy. Anarchy, as I told you, is dictatorship. Difficult, you know the meaning. Sincere, also, you know the meaning. Right? Great. Okay, so I have okay guys, I just have time for one more question. So let's discuss this. Doleful. Now you know the root word here is D-O-L. So can you quickly give me the answer for doleful? Okay. Okay guys, now let me discuss the answer here. Melancholic means sad. Now sad is connected to pain, so we don't want the synonym here. Depressed is again connected to pain, again a synonym. Cheerful would be the answer. Cheerful is opposite to doleful. Excellent guys, all of you have got it correct. And insolent means insulting. Okay, so guys, I had another 2 questions, but we are running short of time. We will look at those questions in the next classes. Okay, I will have another 2 classes of vocab. So awesome, you people have been great. Thank you so much for joining me, and let me now the most important thing, guys. Okay, so the next most important thing is Unacademy subscription. Okay, so what do you get if you subscribe? You get live classes, you get to interact with the educator. Okay, you tend to, like, there'll be a whole lot of quizzes, you have doubt clearing sessions. So you see, you have multiple advantages too if you take a subscription, right? Then you also get live polls and leaderboard. Awesome, man. Where will you find such a platform? Then, in addition to that, you also get test series, mock tests, and also the analysis to it also. Great. Awesome. As I told you, you will get live doubt clearing sessions too. So there are multiple benefits, guys. Please subscribe to this channel and we can have plenty of these sessions. And so what should you do? Just go to Play Store, download Unacademy Learning App and install. That is what you are going to do. Okay, guys? Just download the Unacademy Learning App from Play Store and quickly install it in your phones and subscribe. Great? Awesome? Okay, so guys, we are going to come to the next slide, but before we come to the next slide, I am going to tell you, so my coupon code is BYLIBE, right? So if you use this, you will get an instant discount of 10%. Awesome, isn't it? Great. Now, what you have to do is, you have to subscribe to the Plus course. Okay? Plus course, please remember, it is a Plus course. And your goal is CAT, so you will select CAT, right? Then what happens in a Plus course? You have 30 hours of live sessions every day. You can select anyone, guys. You needn't, you don't have to attend only my sessions. You can attend multiple sessions. Then structured courses in English and Hindi. Then you have 14 plus top educators. Just imagine the advantage, guys. You can have access to India's top 14 educators. And then you have new courses published every month. So immediately, what's the next step? You have to get a subscription done. Great. Then, so see, you have multiple choices. You have if you want a 1 month subscription, it's only 3,500. If you want a 3-month subscription, it is 2,917. 6 months, just imagine 6 months subscription, only 2,333 a month. Awesome, isn't it? Okay, a 12-month subscription, even less, 1,458. Wow. And then 24 months is the least, guys. So it is only 875 per month. You will have access for 24 months. That is 2 full years. Isn't it great? I don't think any platform will give you such an access, guys. Unacademy is really doing a great job. Great. Then again, I come back to the code. It is BYLIBE. Apply the code and get an instant discount of 10%. This is my code. Okay? Great. And you know, there are several other courses which Unacademy is offering. You have NEET, you have JEE, you have 9, 10, 11, 12. The list is endless. Okay? Awesome, guys. It's been a pleasure to be with you all. So please guys, request, please like, share and subscribe to this at hashtag CAT Live Daily. Request to you, like, share and subscribe to hashtag CAT Live Daily. It's been an awesome evening. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye. So remember the referral code, it is BYLIVE